It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Well, welcome back and thank you for sticking around after that short timeout. It is time to get to round two and we need to get rocking and rolling here. So Vinny, can you tell us what's up next on the schedule?
Yeah, let's take things over to North White. Bree, you're going to love this here. North White taking on Tri-County, and this one was a bloodbath after the Vikings opening touchdown. It was all Cavaliers. Vikings Eli Quazerberg sends it deep, and it's popped up for Tri-County's Dylan Martinez to come away with the interception. Jonathan Pearson was a nightmare all day long for the Vikings. He made them pay with 2 touchdowns in the quarter. He was simply unstoppable tonight. And on the other end, Liam Siverchris turns on the Jets and puts the Vikings in scoring position. But Quazerberg took matters into his own hands and turned the momentum of the game. He ran for a quarter-closing touchdowns, and the Vikings would flip this game on its head and walk away with a 56-30 win.
Well, I can't believe that little nail-biter of a game there back and forth, but this game wasn't one as Central Catholic hosted West Lafayette for rivalry matchup. Starting off, it was an uphill battle for CC as the Knights couldn't get past the brick wall Westside put up. On offense, this team was just as dangerous, specifically with the air raid coming from quarterback Carson Kitchell. On this play, he found Cooper Kitchell on the slant, and the dude was off to the races and into the end zone. West Lafayette goes up early, making a statement, and a little later on, this team is back at it again. Only this time, Kitchell drops back to throw an absolute dime, which lands in the hands of Liam Burton, and now Westside is up by 2 scores to 0. And before the half ends, this team needs one more touchdown just to make things a little bit more comfy for them. And they give the ball to Dawson Martin to get the job done. Now, even with 3 touchdowns called back, the Red Devils were finding a way to win this game. Final score, West Lafayette wins in a dominating fashion, 37-7.
Oh, goodness, Bree, that wasn't even close. They smacked him in that one.
3 touchdowns called back in the first half. I just want to say the score should have been 42-0 going into half, but it wasn't. But, you know, we are 2 games down right now. We still have at least one more to go, and please introduce our very special guest.
Yeah, it's a big one. New Sports 18's Gabe Obermiller joins us now with the Bacon Bowl. Gabe, what was going on over there?
Yeah, Vinny and Bree, well, a little rainy in Carroll earlier this evening, but the Bacon Bowl waits for no one. The Delphi Oracles made the short trip over to the rival Carroll to do battle. Let's get into it. Delphi looking to bounce back after a rough 0-3 start, waiting and ready to pounce, though, an undefeated Cougar squad. Oracles faced with a tall task tonight. Off the opening kickoff, Carroll back deep to receive, but the ball slips out. Who's there? Brett Huffman of Delphi. That's who. They'll take over with great field position. After a turnover on downs from Delphi, Cougars offense gets their first chance on the field. QB Luke Tanner cocks back and lets it fly. Griffin Viney comes down with it for a big gain. And if you need to get into the end zone, just give it to Keegan Ellis. He'll break free and get in for the score after the PAT Carroll leads 7-0. Delphi back with the ball, and I've got to give a nod to this Cougar defense. They'll force a 3-and-out and take over again. After some back and forth, Carroll will get it back. Tanner drops back to throw, but Caleb Gottschall is waiting for it. Picked off, and the Oracles gain some much-needed momentum. And the Carroll student section needs something to cheer about, so the Cougars resource officer gives it to them. If you can't read that, it says cheer or go to jail. Apparently it worked because Carroll holds the Oracles, and who else to find the end zone other than running back Keegan Ellis. Cougars unable to convert the extra point, so it's 13-0. Carroll's defense will hold Delphi to another 3-and-out, and how about a 3rd touchdown from Ellis? Halftime score a 19-0, and Carroll just keeps it rolling in the second half. They sit atop the Bacon Bowl throne and take this one 39-0. That does it for my game tonight. Bree and Vinny, I'll toss it back over to you.
Okay, Gabe, I'm still laughing at the cheer or go to jail
That's
sign.
awesome.
Have you ever had somebody tell you cheer or go to jail?
Cheer or go to jail. I'd be cheering my butt off if that sign got put in front of me, Bree.
Oh my gosh, I bet the student section was. Honestly, I would have to as well because, you know, you wouldn't want to go to jail. But that's a very interesting way to get the kids hyped.
Absolutely, no, a lot of fun, and that one was absolutely one. That was a Bacon Bowl for the books, but we got another huge rivalry game on the way coming up after this short break.
Yes, we do. We got a rivalry game, and we get to see Vinny and Bree's top plays of the night, and we will be joined by a very special guest, so stick around.